Don't know what that means, but there you are. Okay, good morning. Happy Monday. It's Yoga Fusion, and I'm Judith. So I'm going to move my chair back here so you can all see, hopefully, much better. I have just a standard kind of folding chair, very sturdy, metal, a little bit of padding on it. We do ask that you not use a chair with arms or wheels. We don't want you rolling into the other room. So just have something that's nice and stable. I have mine on a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, don't worry, but be sure that you have it in a stable position. So when you start pushing weight on it, if we use it standing and pushing on it, it's not going to slide away from you. One way to do that would be having the back legs of the chair up against where the wall meets the baseboard or the floor. And that way, when you start pushing on it, it's not going to move. It's just going to be fully supported. So we don't want anyone falling off the chair or off to the side or whatever. So I also like to say that if whatever is being offered isn't appropriate for your body this morning, you could modify, you could do something else, or you could skip it. So just use your attention to notice what the body is asking for, what the body is saying, what the mind is saying. So let's just start by standing. We'll do a series of things standing. We'll use the chair sitting. So some of the moves, if we do standing, you could also do in the chair. So if you have trouble standing for long periods of time, you could also do some of the moves in the chair. So let's just start by taking the feet a little bit wider than shoulders. And we're just going to start swinging the arms gently, side to side. And this is just a little nice warm up where you're actually shifting the weight from side to side. And as you get a little bit more loose and limber, maybe you want to lift that opposite heel as you stretch and you twist to the other side. Just learning to shift the weight side to side. We'll work on strengthening the feet and the ankles as well, which would help with fall prevention, hopefully. And then when you've gotten into the rhythm of this, take the time to look over the shoulder. So you're getting a nice twist to the spine. So imagine that spine is like a dishcloth, a washcloth, and you're just wringing it out, pumping in fresh blood, oxygen, chi, life force, and taking the time to really do the twist around for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Now just pat yourself on the shoulder. We're hitting that lung point here at the back of the body. Nice and gentle. You're not going to pound yourself very hard, just nice and medium pressure for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Let's return to the front of the body. Now you can take a soft fist or the heel of the hand and tap directly under the collarbone, the clavicle. This is the front part of that top part of the lung for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just corkscrewing back to center, nice and easy, slowly, slowly. Let's take a few big breaths. Inhale, knees are soft. Stretch the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, press the air down by the side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Nice and easy. Let's do 4 and 3, 2. Really filling those lungs. And 1. Let's float the arms up to the sky and just start climbing imaginary rope. You don't need to look up at the ceiling. You don't want to crunch up the back of the neck, but really stretch those fingertips to the sky. And you're giving a nice tug to those intercostal muscles that attach to the side ribs. Breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. You're going to interlace the fingers, palms press up towards the ceiling, drop shoulders away from the ears, and you're going to start circling. So see if you can confine the movement just to the arms. If you're standing, you're grounding through the feet, each foot, the four corners of each foot. You could do this sitting in a chair if you have trouble standing for long periods. That's also an option. And then you would be grounding through those sits bones on your chair. Let's go the other way. You can keep the circle small. It doesn't have to be big. Nice and gentle. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and just take those arms out to parallel, and the palms face the earth, and just little pulses with those arms, like you're bouncing an invisible tennis ball. Shoulders drop away from ears. And while we're just bouncing that tennis ball, just check with your alignment. Crown of head lines up with tailbone. The four corners of each foot rooting into the earth. Knees are soft, not locked. The pelvis is right over those knees. The torso is over the pelvis. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and flip the palms to the sky. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms stay parallel. Now spread the fingers wide. The palms face the screen or the front of your space. Let's just do little pumps here. Little presses forward. Shoulders drop away from ears. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come to stillness. Now the thumbs face the floor. The palms face the wall behind you, opening up the chest here. Nice and easy, little pulses. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's just float those arms down now. It's going to be tempting to just let them collapse to see if they can float down like they're floating through honey. Now let's just roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Big full breaths here. LSD breath. It's long, slow, and deep. Drawing a circle with those shoulders in the air. The two sides may not feel the same, just noticing. No judgment there, no competition. Let's go the other way with those shoulders. Nice and gentle. Oh. Moaning and groaning is fine. We're all muted, so if you feel the urge, feel free. Nice and gentle, a few more. And let's bring that to stillness now. Oh, shake that out. If that feels appropriate. Let's just twist the arms here. Imagine you're washing fruit in your village stream here. You can have mangoes, whatever feels appropriate. You're just rotating the arm in that shoulder socket, letting out any tension. For 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that to stillness. Let's go ahead and adjourn to your chair. We're not going to sit yet. You might want to use a wall as well if that's even more convenient in your space. We're just going to lift the right heel up and press it down. Lift the left heel, press it down, alternating side to side. Gently strengthening those ankles, those feet, those toes. Spread the toes wide. And you're still standing tall and you're still breathing deeply. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels come back to earth. Let's lift the right heel and just start circling the ankle. So now it's that ankle joint that's initiating the movement. The thigh, the knee, the calf go along for the ride. So see if you can get as much range of motion in that ankle. You're standing tall on that left supporting leg for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go the other way. Still standing tall, trying not to shift off to one side, to the left. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg comes to stillness, heel floats back to earth, left heel comes up. Same idea. You're standing tall on that right supporting leg. You may not even need to have a fingertip or two on that chair or the wall or the piece of furniture that's not going to move. So just make sure it's the ankle joint, initiate the movement, and then you're going to go the opposite direction. No rush to get there, no need to rush through this. Just see how much range of motion there's available in that ankle. And let's bring that heel down. We're bringing that foot to stillness. The feet are going to be about hip distance apart, and hip distance is where that femur plugs into the pelvis. So not hip distance, this is hip distance. So just ground yourself, ground those feet, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and just notice where center is in those feet. Spread the toes wide. Let's lift the toes and put them down. Lift the toes, press them down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now maybe you want to rock forward onto the balls of the feet. You don't have to lift up. Come back to center, rock back on the heels. Shifting forward on the feet, coming through center, backing onto the heels, nice and slow. Noticing how the ankles, the legs adjust as you shift forward and back. And then as you get into this, you might want to raise those heels and then raise the toes in the front part of the foot. So you're actually rocking back and forth on those feet, and we're balancing here. Or maybe you want to hang on to your chair or the wall or the piece of furniture that doesn't move. Maybe you feel nice and comfortable now and you're rocking. And let's begin to add arms if that's available. Nice and slow. Feeling those feet stable beneath you. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's do 8. Slow it down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And gently bring those arms to stillness. Bring the feet to stillness. And just find center. Find the center of the foot. So knees are going to track over the toes. The toes are pointing forward. We're going to do some baby squats. Inhale, bend the knees. They track over the toes. The heels can stay on the earth. Exhale as you press up. Inhale, baby squat. Exhale, press it away. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay down on 1. Little pulses, knees track over toes, torso stays upright. It's not about getting your torso down to the floor. It's about challenging yourself to keep that torso upright for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come on up. Big inhale up. Exhale, press the air down by the side of the body. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. And exhale, press. Just come back to standing. Shake everything out. Wiggle, whatever it feels right. I'm going to grab my chair now, and I'm going to face the seat of my chair. Again, no wheels on that chair, preferably no arms on the chair. So I'm facing this chair here, and I've got the hands They could be on the seat of the chair proper, or they could be on the edge of the chair. And you're just going to step those feet back, nice and gentle, and see if you can drop the chest close to the tops of the thighs. Just go as far as the body is willing to go here, no forcing or jamming. We're stretching out that back body. Deep, full breaths for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Imagine there's a strap around your hips pulling you to the wall behind. You're stretching the fingertips forward, stretching the armpits, stimulating the movement of the lymph. You decide what works for you. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back up. Triple slow time. Take your time getting up. Walk the feet forward, nice and easy. And then you can grab the back of the chair to come to standing. Let's roll the shoulders a few times here and forward in both directions. Now we're going to come back to the chair. The back is flat. I won't mirror you for this. You're going to shift the weight into that right foot, that right leg. You're going to draw the left knee into the nose. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Donkey kicks, keeping that pelvis square to that front part of your seat. Inhale and exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg extended, flex the foot. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rebend that knee, float it out to the left. Circle with the knee, nice and gentle for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reversing 4, 3, 2, 1. Float that foot down to meet the right foot. Let's microbend the knees left and right. That right buttock might be speaking to you now. And maybe it isn't. Maybe you're super strong already. That would be great. I'm going to go to the other side. Now, the weight is going to be in the left leg this time. The back stays flat, tries not to dangle the head. Crown of head still lines up with tailbone. Inhale, bent knee to nose. Exhale, straighten the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We straighten that leg, pelvis is square to the seat of the chair. And then we're going to flex that right foot. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rebend the knee, float it out to the right. Circle with that knee. 4, 3, nice and slow. 2, 1. Reversing. 4, 3, 2, 1. That foot meets the other foot. Microbend the knees left and right. Take a few deep breaths here. Climb yourself up using the back of the chair. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And coming back to standing. Let's go ahead and take now the back of the chair. We're going to face the back of the chair. Working on strengthening those ankles and feet some more. So again, I won't mirror you for this. The both sets of toes point forward, hip distance apart here. Right foot stays forward, left foot comes back. Now make sure there's enough width between the two legs that you feel stable. Imagine there's a beach ball there between the thighs and you're squeezing those thighs together. So to begin, we'll lift that back heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Lifting and pressing. Torso stays upright for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and take that heel down. This time we're going to bend both legs a little bit more. Inhale, bend, the back heel will stay up. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay down on 1, little pulses. Torso stays upright here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Legs come straight. Take that back heel down. Now we're going to keep this right leg slightly bent. The knee stacks over the right heel. You're going to tilt forward towards your chair, maybe 20 degrees, maybe 30 degrees, strengthening this right quad. Maybe you want to extend one arm forward, maybe not. Maybe a second arm comes forward, maybe not. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe one arm comes down, maybe second arm comes down, left foot comes forward to meet the right. Micro bend the knees, shake out those legs, and then we'll go to the other side. This time, I think it's the right leg goes back, right. So your left thigh is forward. Both sets of toes point forward. The legs are wide enough apart so you feel stable. And here the torso stays upright at first. We're just going to lift and lower the back right heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. This time, both legs are going to bend slightly. You're still going to keep the torso upright. Back heels can stay lifted. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down in this baby squat on 1. Little tiny pulses here. Nothing violent. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening the legs, lowering that back heel. Now we're going to tilt the whole torso forward, maybe 20 or 30 degrees, strengthening this left front quad. You've got support from the back of the chair. Maybe one arm can come forward, maybe not. Maybe the second arm can come forward. Pelvis is squared. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One arm returns to chair, second arm returns to chair. Right foot joins the left, shake it out. Very nice. If you have hand weights you'd like to use, feel free to use them. I didn't discuss props at the beginning. If you have a yoga strap, you might want to have it handy, or a scarf or a belt or a dog leash. You can decide. And then I have 2 sets of hand weights. If you don't have these either, don't worry. I have 1 set of 1-pounder, 1 set of 2-pounders. So nothing heavier than 2 pounds if you choose to use the weights. So let's go ahead and sit in a chair. Also, I have the use of yoga blocks. If you don't have them, you could use 2 water bottles or 2 canned goods of equal size and weight. But if you don't have that, you could modify. So don't worry. Let's go ahead and just take the legs wide apart here. So you have a nice wide stance. We're opening that hip crease that gets nice and tight from too much sitting, too much driving. And then go ahead and take your right forearm, press it into your right thigh. The right thigh presses into the right forearm. top arm can come back up to the sky. If that's too much for that top arm, fingertips to shoulder. You decide what works for you. So you're staying squared to the front of your space. The four corners of each of those feet are grounding into the earth, and you're lifting up towards the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody's top left hand comes, the fingers comes to the shoulders. Let's circle for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reversing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. That left arm can unfold. You're going to float back to a center, maybe shake out the shoulders, shake out the chest, the arms, get comfortable. And then we're going to go over to the left side. So the left arm presses into the left thigh, left forearm. The left thigh presses into the left forearm. So that's an isometric press that's going on the whole time that we're over here tilting to the left. The top right arm can come up to the sky, maybe fingertips to shoulder. If you have shoulder issues, modify by all means. So let's keep tilting off to the left here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingertips come to the shoulder. Circles with that elbow now for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reversing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming back now to center again, shaking anything out that feels the need. And then from here, we're just going to shift over to the right. You're going to sweep the torso down through center, and you're going to come back up on the left. And then you're going to go back on the left, and you're going to sweep on down to the right. And you're just moving from side to side. The abdominals are engaged here. Feet are grounded. And you're still keeping that head aligned with the tailbone. So you're not letting that head dangle. A few more just like this. Last sweep. And come back to center. You might want to walk the feet in towards the center now. And just grounding through those sits bones onto your chair. And I recommend sitting closer to the front of the chair than collapsing to the back of the chair. And we're just going to start circling the rib cage. So you keep the feet at whatever distance feels appropriate. And you're just going to initiate the movement with that rib cage. Now imagine that rib cage is like a hat box on a flat table. Abdominals are engaged and you're sliding, you're circulating that hat box on a flat table. So you're isolating all those internal organs, sending fresh blood, chi and life force to that area, those organs that are working, 24/7. So we'll give those some attention and love. And you find the opportunity, go in the opposite direction. Remembering that breath, you could use that breath as a mantra, a meditation as you move through the practice. If you find the mind wandering or just doing something mindlessly, just return to the breath. Nice and easy. And then circling back now to center. Let's float the arms out to the side one more time. This time we're going to take the 4 fingers together with the thumb. So you make like a little bird beak hands. And you're going to stretch those arms out to the side. You're going to open the chest. Arms are parallel to the earth. The feet are grounding. Just moving the wrists, you're going to move your little bird head, hands in a circular fashion. Do your best to drop the shoulders away from the ears. It's like you're drawing a circle in the air with your bird beaks. You're drawing your abstract drawing in the air here, nice and gentle for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other way. circling the wrist in the opposite direction. This may be an opportunity to say ow. Feel free. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring the bird hands to stillness. Release the fingers, just flick water, imaginary water off those fingers, and then make a soft fist. You're going to keep the elbows fixed point. Exhale in, exhale out. Sorry, inhale in. That's better. Exhale out. Let's do 8, 7, 6. You could add weights with this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Float those arms down nice and slow. Try not to let them just collapse. It's tempting. Shake out those arms. For this one, you may want to add weights if you have them. Nothing heavier than 2 pounds. If you don't have them, you just put your fingers, your hands together like you did in school, sitting at your desk, maybe. So I'm going to add just 2 1-pounders here. And everybody can either clasp your weights or you can just interlace the fingers together and the arms come up overhead. So those upper arms are going to enclose the head. So you're not jutting the head and the neck forward. You're trying to keep that good alignment. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, straighten up to the sky. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You straighten those arms. They're going to come forward and you're going to stop right in front of your chest. Maybe the legs go wider for more support, and you're going to start circling those arms. You're mixing up your magic potion in your cauldron here, or something tasty for after class. You decide. Let's do 4, 3, 2, grounding through sits bones. 1, let's go the other way. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And take the arms down. Maybe you want to grab a drink of water here. I'm going to find the clock here so I don't run over. That's going to work better. Again, let's take the legs nice and wide. And you could do this one standing as well if you're up for a big squat and you want to do goddess arms. We're doing goddess arms. We're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the forearms together, little pumps here, a very tiny movement for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly take those arms down. It's okay to say ow and shake it out. Shake it out. I'm going to take my weights again one more time. Again, weights are optional. You could just have a soft fist for this. And I'm going to take right forearm to right thigh. And this right arm, left arm will be here in the middle. So we're going to inhale, exhale, just drawing it back like a bow and arrow. Inhale and exhale. You could do this standing as well. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You decide what works for you. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that elbow back now. Little pumps. Just little pumps with the elbow for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold that upper arm parallel to the earth. The forearm is perpendicular to the earth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. We bend that arm. Let's take it all the way down now in front. We're not going to bend to the side. We're going to just take it in front of that left leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. A little bicep here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, sitting tall, 2, and 1. Let's straighten that arm. You can re-lean into that right thigh and just circle that arm, releasing any tension, any tightness. Do not lean onto your knee joint, please. Avoid the knee joint. And then circle the other way. Oh, this should feel good. Loosening the shoulder muscles, shoulder girdle. And then coming back to center now. Sitting upright one more time. Let's shift over to the other side. Left forearm onto left thigh. Weights or no weights in that right hand, you decide. You're going to inhale and exhale. You could do this one standing, squatting. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 8, 7. Don't rush through it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to keep that elbow back and just do little pumps with that elbow, like you're nudging your neighbor for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to bring that upper arm parallel to the earth. The forearm is perpendicular. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. We bend that arm, let it come straight down in front of your torso. You're sitting upright now for biceps. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's re-straighten that arm. And again, just circling that arm, lengthening it out, and just releasing any quirks, tightness that might have crept in there while we were pumping. Reverse your circling. Don't let the head dangle here. Nice and easy. And then we're coming to stillness, coming back to center. Lose the weights if you're using them. If you have blocks, fine. If you don't have them, don't worry. I'm placing the blocks on the tall setting. And I'm going to have them right there in front of me so that they're available. Let's cross right ankle over top of left thigh. Right ankle over top of left thigh, sitting tall. Flex that top right foot. Externally rotate the top right foot. Now we're going to float the arms up. Inhale. Just notice your alignment here. Shoulders drop away from ears, crown of head over coccyx bone, the tailbone. Inhale, you're leading with the chest. Exhale, you're going over, over, over. If you have really long arms, you might reach the earth, or you might reach your blocks. Maybe it's fists on blocks. If that's not available, grab opposite elbows and just hang out over this top right leg. You should feel a huge stretch in that outer right hip. Maybe little micro movements here might feel delicious, but maybe not. Maybe it's just a static press. Don't let the head dangle here. Your abdominals are engaged always. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh boy, coming back to center, coming up nice and slow. Do not press on the knee joint, press on the thighs and come on up nice and slow. Let's unwind that leg. Shake out the legs a little bit. Yeah. Take the same right leg and the forearm is going to go behind the thigh, not the knee. You might want to use a strap if you have a strap and wrap it around the ball of the foot. That's also an option. So sitting tall, inhale, exhale. I'll do it to side. Inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rebend that knee. Just take your right hand on top of the right knee. The other hand could be behind the thigh. Just circle that thigh. Ooh, this should feel good. And go in the other direction. Nice and easy. Just loosening it up. And then right foot comes back to earth. Shake out the legs if that's appropriate. Little Fred Astaire. There you go. Let's cross the left ankle over the top of the right thigh. Left ankle over top of right thigh. That top left foot is flexed. It's externally rotated. Externally rotated. You should feel it immediately in that left hip. Nice big inhale up. Shoulders drop away from ears. Belly is engaged. You lead with the sternum. Inhale. Exhale, going over, over, over. Maybe the hands come to the earth. If you have nice long arms, maybe they come to blocks. Maybe fists to blocks. Maybe grab opposite elbows. This side may feel totally different than the other side. Don't let the head droop here. And maybe it's little rocks from side to side might feel yummy, but maybe just a static press here. And you're breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to stillness now. Hands can come to thighs, not the knees. Back stays flat as you lift up nice and slow. Let's unwind the leg, shake out the leg, and then you're going to take the left forearm behind the back of the left thigh or a strap around the ball of the foot where you can bend it and straighten it. You're sitting tall for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rebend it and taking one hand on that knee gently and the other hand behind the thigh. You're going to circle that thigh. We're pumping synovial fluid into those hips that get nice and tight. Let's go the other direction. Very gently. Nice and easy. And I'll do this at an angle so you can see. You can be in your chair. And then we'll do a little bit for abdominals here. So you're still more towards the front of the seat of your chair. Crown of head to tailbone is lined up. Imagine your back body as a diving board and you're just going to tilt back into your chair. And maybe you're going to lift one leg up. Maybe you're going to lift the other leg up. Maybe not. You could do one side and then the other. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, squeeze the navel to spine. So you're pumping the belly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And maybe you like to flutter kick. We'll do a little swimming here. It's hot weather. We're swimming away. And you're squeezing that navel to spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop fluttering. One foot comes down, second foot comes down. Make sure you're sitting stably into the chair. Here you could drop to the back where you have support for that back body. Let's just drop the chin to the center of the chest. And just pause here in the center, feeling the weight of the head, stretching out the back of the neck. Roll right ear to right shoulder. Coming back to center, rolling left ear to left shoulder. Oh, yeah. Now, as we do this, notice range of motion. Imagine you're scraping something off of your chin onto your chest. Maybe it's strawberry jam or peanut butter. And notice the range of motion on the left side and the right. It may not be the same. Couple more sweeps side to side. Don't rush through it. You might be popping and crunching. No, get alarmed. Chin comes back to center. Chin floats parallel to the earth. Just turn the face to the right. Everything else stays still. Turning back to center, turn the face and neck to the left. Sitting tall as you move that neck from side to side. Couple more times, just like this. No rush. Next time it comes over to the right, stay there. Drop that right ear to the right shoulder. And then with your nose, little circles in the air, you're drawing the letter O as an oh my. And you're circling the nose in the air. And you're going to reverse the circling now. Nice and gentle. And then bringing that back, that right ear back to that right shoulder. Come back to center. Drop left ear to left shoulder. See if you can drop shoulders away. And then you're going to do that letter O in the air. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Circling. And then reverse your circling. Whew. Maybe crunching. This side may feel totally different. Just bringing that to stillness now, left ear to left shoulder. Drawing that head back to center. Let's roll the shoulders a couple times forward and then roll them back and forward. And then one more time, just floating those arms up overhead, inhaling, exhaling. 2 more big full breaths, inhaling up, exhaling, pressing it away. Inhale up, exhale, pressing it away. Let's float those hands to the thighs. Get yourself comfortably situated in your chair. Breathing, noticing that natural breath. Breath flowing in cool, breath flowing out warm. Stabilizing yourself with feet on the earth. Nice spread toes, nice 4 corners of the feet rooting into the earth, crown of head lifting up into the sky. Noticing the earth below supporting you, the stars, the moon, the universe above. Noticing now back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together. The whole body together. The whole body together. Allowing those eyes to drop closed. Relaxing the back of neck, the face and the jaw. The teeth are slightly apart, tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light envelops the entire body. And while we pause here in Shavasana, resting pose, I'll read a poem from my friend Kay Scott. I am now going outside. Moonflowers suddenly abound. Fast they grow and grand they flourish, only to meet their demise just after midday. Each August, nightfall brings a brand new batch. Full bloom, their scent defines night air. They talk to each other, arrange themselves, remark upon the weather, one another. I open my south-facing door, step with care, find my chair, sit, quiet, hardly breathing. so as to more fully experience their complete presence. They are not burdened with thought, only filled with purpose. So scanning the body, noticing the effects of the practice, and thanking the body for all it does all day, every day. And bringing to mind one thing for which you are grateful. And on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May you know peace. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.